Hey, y'all. So we are wrapping up October's crochet along for the bobble ear warmer. And oh my gosh, Danielle's yours is just gorgeous.
I
I
love
feel like it would just go with anything.
I have been working all week shoveling snow and it has been a lifesaver. And it's so cute no matter how I wear it. So I
Yeah,
love it.
I love it. Well, I'm like ridiculous right now because it's going to be 84 degrees and I'm wearing a long sleeve like sweater and an ear warmer. But really, I'm about to take the ear warmer off because it's getting a little warm in here. But we wanted to show y'all. I kept forgetting to take pictures. It's just been crazy. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. So thank you everybody who joined in the crochet along fun. And I forgot in true Nikki fashion, I forgot to take pictures of the prizes. So I'm going to show you live what Victoria won. It is what I call a not so mini hank of some of my hand dyed yarn. This is a 50-gram hank of yarn in one of my all-time favorite colorways. It's called Birthday Party. I love speckles.
It's
So
gorgeous.
hi,
Gorgeous.
Christy. Thank you. So she got this and then a fun little notions bag, and I will be shipping those out to her today. But I wanted to show off her prizes before I ship them out. So yeah. So thank you everybody who joined in the bobble ear warmer. It was a lot of fun. And now Danielle is going to tell you what fun we have in store for you this month.
So November's a new month, and in true Canadian fashion here, it is now very cold. We are sitting at, I think, 3 degrees Celsius. It goes down to below zero, and
Mhm.
as of today, it's going to be in minus 16 degrees Celsius here, which is great because I'm going to be on a field trip with my grade 7 class. Um,
Mm.
I don't think this is going to be very fun, but nonetheless, here we are. So we're in November, and our very next crochet along is going to be something that you can wear when it's minus 16. And we'll just show you because I did work one up.
Yeah, I need to take mine off. I'm like going to start sweating here, and I'm not cute when I'm sweating.
Oh, I was going to take, I just took it off because I'm going to put the other one on. So, you guys all a little hint. It's a little bit, it's for your head. But we're going to be making the Winterscape beanie.
Oh, it's so gorgeous. Let me see if I can make you big and make me small. Hang on.
I don't know which way to go here. It's all backwards. But anyways, we're going to make the Winterscape beanie. This one I made out of Estelle worsted. It's a little bit of a thinner yarn, so definitely have to size up your hooks. But I love this. I love the Winterscape beanie, and it's named appropriately considering how cold it is here right now.
So pretty. Trying to figure out how to make
There.
me small and you big. I'm going to try this. Okay, well, I'm big, but we can see you better.
So we're going to be making the Winterscape beanie this month. This is really hard to see when you have bangs and a hat on. Anyways, um, this is going to be a paid pattern, but I have put this pattern on sale until Sunday, end of day. So November 6th, I believe. And we'll post the links for Etsy and Ravelry. And all you got to do is make one up by the end of the month, and you'll be entered into win some fabulous prizes. We'll probably do kind of what Nikki did and have a whip picture somewhere in the middle of the month. Uh, that someone will win something there. And then at the end of the month, with finished pictures, we will do the big prize. And I'm not exactly sure what that's going to be yet, but we'll get that wrapped. We'll get that
We're
figured
winging it. We know it's going to be good. We just wing it.
We do. We totally just wing it. And I mean, I think that's the fun part though, because sometimes I feel like Nikki and we go in with a game plan for what we want to do and what we want to give. But sometimes we come up with like halfway through and we're like, no, we should do this instead. So now we've just kind of left it so that we can let those ideas come to us because they're always fantastic. And I just can't wait to show you guys. So we're going to be having fun. You're going to want two colors. Two
Yeah.
colors I personally really love doing variegateds with solids. It really shows off the pattern. We'll see how close we can get here.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna switch it again. It's I hate it because my face is like all up in the screen. I love it.
I love it. I don't think I've ever actually made a Winterscape beanie in more muted tones. I usually go big with color. So I was really excited to try just one with grays. It's all just gray.
I feel like you and I are on it. Like, okay, we're both wearing pink today. I feel like we're on a gray kick because, like, my sassy wrap that I'm doing is on gray. Oh, so funny.
I actually giggle about that because I was thinking about that before that. I'm like, oh, we must be on a gray kick right now. We talked about that sassy wrap.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and then I started this one in gray, and then I'm working on another. Where is it? It's right here. I am working on. You guys can see a sneak peek. It comes live on Sunday, but you guys can see. I'm also working on another one that's got lots of gray in it as well. So another project.
That's mood swings, isn't it?
Mood swings and a solid gray tonal and a black tonal.
Oh, it just makes my heart so happy.
I'm dying. I love it so much. So yeah, I'm totally on a gray kick. Even though we're both wearing pink again, we have had this habit of matching each other.
I swear it's not planned.
Never. Heck, half the time we don't even have half the stuff that we need to show you when we first get.
Oh, tell you.
It's true Nikki and Danielle fashion. I mean, you guys know, you've been with us for a long enough time to see that we're not always super prepared.
It's the creative chaos. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
There's something to that though. Like I always have, before we go live that morning, I'm always thinking about what we want to talk about, what we want to do. But by the time we get on here, half our conversations go sideways into something completely different.
Like carrots and hot sauce.
Hot sauce. You know, I was thinking about that. I actually don't have any carrots in the house. So we went to Costco this morning to buy like vegetables and stuff for the next week. And I don't know why I wanted to go to Costco, but I find that lately their produce has been really, really good compared to, you know, Walmart, Sobeys, Safeway, whatever. Finding I've been wanting to go there more frequently. And I went there because I wanted to buy carrots. And we bought like asparagus and peppers and all of these other things. We bought meat there, and I didn't buy carrots.
Oh, goodness. You sound like me.
I blame my husband because he got me sidetracked down another aisle, completely away from all the produce.
Too funny. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, it was a mess though going. I was like so stressed because it's all snow and it's icy. And yes, the roads are warming up, so it's not as bad, but there are certain spots that are really slick, and it just stresses me out to my core. Like I do not like winter driving. Yeah. So I still hold very tightly to my imaginary steering wheel.
Yeah. Oh, too funny. Wow. I'm excited about the crochet along. It's always fun. And it's been a really long time since I've made a hat. I'm hoping to make one. Like I have the pattern printed out and I'm hoping to make one. So.
Oh, I cannot wait to see everybody's colors. Like this is one that you can really have a lot of fun with. Pair colors that you would not normally pair together. Just try different things and you'll be pleasantly surprised. Like most of it works really well together. And like I said, I'm a big believer of doing a solid with some sort of variegated. This one is, it's just got like here, it's right in front of me. But it's just got the light gray with the charcoal gray with it. And it created such a pretty color. They're very easy stitches. Anybody, I think, could do this. Although if you get stuck, I'm right here. I can do little videos for you and help you get to where you need to go with this pattern. It's just going to be such a fun month. Like, I know that you guys have Thanksgiving coming up. and we're in full-blown winter mode here. So I think there's going to be so many fun variations of this pattern. I just can't wait.
That's my favorite part is seeing like the colors that people choose. And, you know, I even like beanies where there's like a solid brim and then like a variegated part. But I love the way that you laid that color out because I feel like it really um makes the texture pop. So
And and I mean, I lay it out right in the pattern. I tell you exactly where to put your colors. So there's no guesswork as to what needs to be placed where. I lay it
good.
all out.
Good. Yay, Christy. I'm so glad. I know that you probably like had a blast at your market, but I know you're probably like, I'm glad it's over too. So I'm glad you're gonna be able to join in the fun.
I cannot wait to see what you do with it, Christy.
Yes.
We will post the links to the pattern here as soon as we go off. I have the pattern on sale for 15% off right now on both Ravelry and Etsy for anyone who wants to go along this crochet along. I cannot wait to see what you do. Christy, do you have any idea what colors you want to play with? I have a feeling Christy's going to go with something purple though.
I was thinking too, like anytime I think Christy, I think Christy purple.
Me too.
But she doesn't always do purple now. Like her color combinations are on point too. So I know I'm like mentally looking through my stash here to try to see. I need to go through my like my stash of yarn that I already have caked up. Like I think that would be really pretty.
Pretty.
But I don't know what maybe part of me wants to not be like do a navy or something like that. Part of me wants to do like a bright color. I don't know.
Oh, you should totally do it. Like maybe a bright pink with that, or even that tealy blue that you have in there. See, my thought is once I finish this project, which is I'm hoping to finish in the next day or so, I actually want to make the Winterscape with these three, with what's left.
Ooh.
So to probably do like a dark brim with this as my variegated and this is my in between variegated phases.
Oh, that would be so pretty.
My thoughts? We shall see how that goes. So I hope I have enough.
Sound like me. Every time I'm like, okay, I want to do this, but do I have enough?
It'll be my set for the winter months.
Christy said maybe.
Yes. See, we know you well, Christy.
Surprise us.
She will. She'll come in with some like off color, like green or something.
Maybe Christy will do two. Like, okay, I'm gonna fake y'all out for a minute. No, I'm just picking.
You never. I would love it if you did too, though. I mean, do as many as you want.
That's my problem about when I finally make a beanie. I want to make like 15. There's no just making one for me. I have certain items that I just binge crochet, like ear warmers and beanies are, and now it's cowls. Like I binge them.
I've been the same way. And actually, the Winterscape is a hat. Like, I designed this pattern a couple of years ago now. I actually can't remember exactly when anymore. But it has been one that I come back to over and over and over again. And it is also one that I have customers purchase over and over. And not like crocheters, but people in my area come to me for these hats. So it is one that I have made over and over, and I am never disappointed with how they turn out. And my customers pick like the most amazing colors to go with or themes.
Yeah. And I think the other fun part of making beanies is finding like the perfect pom-pom for it.
Yes. Okay. Does anybody else have the need to shake them all the time? Like, I will pick up a pom-pom and instantly I have to go like this all the time.
Or pet it and then I have to shake it again to get it back to where it is. So
like, see how long the tufts are?
Yes. So Christy said, we'll see. Got to keep y'all in suspense. Love it.
Oh,
Love it.
that's kind of suspense.
Yeah. It is. So a trick about pom-poms that I did not know is if you order your pom-poms online, like most of us do, and it comes in and it's just looking really, really sad, and most of y'all may know this trick, but I did not know the trick. I would just shake them out, but you can actually get a hair dryer and blow dry it. I just do mine on cool and and that's fun too, honestly. Like I think it's fun to fluff it up and things like that. So even if like you have a beanie that's been in the closet all summer and it's just the pom-poms looking a little sad, you can do the same thing.
I call it giving them a blowout.
Yes.
How you give your hair? Well, I've never done it. Like I'm too lazy for that. But my pom poms definitely get it, and they're always so like fluffy and they're straight. And they just like flow. Oh, they're
Yeah,
amazing.
they are. They are. Um yeah, I don't do a blowout with my hair because my hair has curl in it. So I actually don't dry my hair. If the other day I was cold, so I dried my hair and it was literally out to here. My husband's like, "Oh my goodness." I was like, "It'll settle down in a while. Just give me a minute." He was just like, you're not going out in public like that, right?"
Do you use like a diffuser for your hair, like when you dry your hair, and
I
it's
do.
still like poofy?
Mhm.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Mine has like natural wave to it, but I just use my like my heat brush. What are they called? Like the heat round brushes, and I just dry my hair all the time. If I leave it, it gets really frizzy, but then I'll get all this wave and curl in the fronts. But it's not even a nice curl. Like it's not nice. Some of it's flat in the back or flipped out, and I'm like, okay, maybe if it actually tried to curl nicely, I'd leave it, but it doesn't. It's not very nice.
I let my as you can see, I think you can see, like, this side's, like, straight. Well, I mean, if I flip it around, you can see some of the curl,
Yeah.
and then this side does it curls, it waves, so I let my hair just do whatever. I was like, "I don't have time to fool with it."
Well, it always looks amazing. So
Aw,
I
thank you. Oh, um, Christy said hair dryer works amazing. She also uses her dryer for palms more than my hair. Too funny. Yes, same. I literally have a hair dryer in my yarn room for pom poms. I actually had to get it out and put it in my guest bathroom for when my aunts were here so they could have a hair dryer. I was like, I'll share my pom pom hair dryer.
that's amazing. It's so the other thing too that speaking of tools that we use more for our work than um, what it's intended for. I have a dog brush that like not that I use on my dog, but one that I have a dog brush that I use to brush out tassels and stuff with like cotton or whatever yarn. Um, that's an amazing tool to use too, and it works so well. Although you be very careful, like if you brush it on acrylic, it makes it really fuzzy. So it's great for ammies, like if you're doing a teddy bear or whatever. But yeah, it's a very good, useful tool for anybody that does a lot of that too.
Love it.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Well, I'm excited because I don't know. I love these crochet alongs and to see um what everybody what colors they use. Wow, my brain is going and it's only 4 o'clock.
Oh
Oh
my,
my goodness.
it's 3 here, and my brain hasn't worked all day.
Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, my husband and I with this new schedule, like it's been going like we were adding it up the other day and it's been a little over 2 months and we're still not like sleeping. I'm just like, I was talking to a friend earlier and she's like, "You sound like a new mom." She said, "When you're just like, if I could just get 6 hours of solid sleep." I was like, "Oh my goodness." I said, "I'm going to be the crazy lady at the store now that when I see a new mom holding a baby, I'm just going to go up to her and I'm going to hug her and be like, I'm so sorry."
Oh, yeah, it's totally true though. And I
Oh,
mean, it gets better, but I still feel like I don't always get like the best sleeps at night eat with the boys. Like, I don't know what it was. The other night I had, well, maybe it wasn't the other night. Okay, the time's going way too quickly, but maybe a week ago? I don't know. Lucas, and he's 11, going to be 12, woke up in the middle of the night, came into my room, and was telling me his ear was really hurting. And so then I proceeded to get up. I gave him some ibuprofen, but I had to make him eat because ibuprofen and empty tummies make me nervous.
yeah.
Eat something and take some ibuprofen. And then I'm like, scouring all of the medicine cabinets to see where the polysporin eardrops are, because I always have that on hand in case of nights like that. And believe it or not, I had none. I had none. So I was up, and I made him go back to sleep, and I was up for 2 hours after that, waiting there, like thinking about, okay, is he going to be okay in the morning, or are we going to need to make an appointment, or are we going to do this, or are we going to do that? Like, it's ridiculous the things I think about, especially when it comes to the boys in the middle of the night at 2 a.m. And let
Yeah.
me tell you, I went to bed the next morning when he was fine, when he was okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I know I told somebody earlier, I was like, I feel like I need a good cry and a nap, but I don't have time for that. So chocolate it is. And now I ate all my M&Ms, so now I'm on Skittles.
Perfect.
They make you happy.
Halloween candy really does. I've been really well behaved though. Like, Halloween was a couple. Okay, it was Monday. It
Yeah.
was Monday. It was Monday, and I have barely been in that candy. Like, I'm so proud. I was really worried, but I kept it to a minimum.
Well, we where we live, like our lane, I don't think anybody's gonna come down it. When we first built our house, I was like, I would buy candy and nobody would show up, like even people that knew we lived here. So so I finally quit buying it. So I don't have Halloween candy at my house. But my mother-in-law, she makes like little goodie bags for each one of her trick-or-treaters. It's the sweetest thing. And so Wednesday night when they picked me up for church, she brought me a goodie bag. And I'm at like Bible study and I'm like chopping down on candy because I can't help myself. But
I
it was
love.
a very small bag and I've been pretty good. So
Well, hopefully your package shows up here really soon, because there's lots of other little goodies in there.
oh, you just made my day. I'm so excited. Yeah,
I,
Rakina sent me a picture of a Dairy Queen Blizzard with coffee crisp. I'm like, oh, that's it. I'm coming to Canada.
we'll take you to Dairy Queen when you come to.
Hey, Lindsay.
Hey. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Yeah, we'll take you to Dairy. We'll take you to anywhere when you come to Canada. Like, we'll go to the mountains. We'll go.
Oh, that would be
We'll just have
fantastic.
the whole time.
That would be, and I'm gonna like go to every grocery store and buy coffee crisp.
Your carry-on back home will be like coffee crisp and like candy.
Like y'all can keep the clothes. I just want my coffee crisp. Yeah. Oh,
There's
that's so funny.
It was funny because the kids went trick-or-treating, and so we were going through all of the candy afterwards, and I'm like, they got some people here like to give out full-size chocolate bars, and so I'm going through and I'm like seeing all these things. I'm like, ooh, that one's gonna be mine, that one's gonna be mine.
I'd
It's
have like a hoodie on and just be slipping it in my sleeves.
the kids were like, we will share, but you're not taking all of them. I was like, okay, okay.
Steve's cousin, she's so cute. We were down there. My father and my aunt were visiting, and Halloween is his birthday. So we were down at my in-laws visiting, and trick-or-treaters started showing up. And our cousin, she's 14, and she didn't really have like a costume on. She said she was going as a grumpy teenager. And I'm like, you totally nailed it. And she's like, I don't even really like candy. I was like, I tell you what, any of the candy that you don't like in your trick or treat basket, put it in my mailbox. I won't ask any questions. But
So what?
so far, I haven't gotten any in my
Oh,
mailbox.
that's so funny. I actually got to ask everybody who's watching in here, and Nikki, what was the cutest costume you guys saw on Halloween? My favorite was a little girl. She could not have been any older than 4, dressed up as a freaking flamingo. I almost died.
Like, can I keep her, please?
Yeah. And then the other one like, it was little twin toddlers, and they were so cute. And I know I've seen them every, like, not those exact twins, but I've seen this costume probably every year, and I still get a kick out of it every single year. But it was thing 1 and thing 2.
Oh, cute. So I don't like the scary part of Halloween, okay? I don't like the freaky stuff. It looks like people are bleeding or I don't do clowns. Like I don't like that kind of stuff. But my favorite costume was our little cousin. He was a little dinosaur and he was so cute. But some more people that come by, like there was I don't even know. It was probably from a scary movie. I don't know because I don't watch them. but it had this mask. It was like a black suit, a black hood, and then the mask was white and it had these big eyes and it was bleeding. I was like I was scared. I was like, I'm not going up to that kid. Like if they would have come to my door, I probably would have shut the door in their face. Like, you didn't get Katie here. Like, not to be mean, but it would have just been a knee-jerk reaction, like, oh my gosh, nope.
I guess I didn't send you the costumes of Lucas and Isaac. Because Lucas was that. He had like this big, like oversized gown thing, black hood, and it was a white face, and it had like a skull chest plate.
Nope.
And he squeezed this little heart, and blood would just run through the chest plate. He thought it was the greatest thing ever. Every time he would walk up to somebody's door, he would squish the heart and it would just like ooze blood all down the chest plate. And I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, he wouldn't have got any candy from me.
I'm
just kidding. I wouldn't be mean to little kids, but I would probably be like,
oh, he would have a blast with you if you get scared. He's so good at scaring people and he thinks it's so funny. And oh, I swear that's why I have all my gray hair.
oh my gosh, I don't like my husband even knows, do not scare me. Like I do not like being scared. And the thing is I have a really loud scream. So I end up scaring people that want to scare me. Oh goodness, I'm a lot. Let me tell you.
Oh, so have you seen the TikToks going around of like husbands scaring their wives?
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh, I have to send them. But it's literally, there's been a few that I've seen and I howl every single time. And not because the guys end up getting hurt, but like, don't mess with these women. Like, just do not mess with these women. The one guy came up behind his wife, like she was coming home and she was coming up her stairs to her front porch. And he came out in like this costume and scared her. And she literally took whatever, it was like a broom or something, and like smacked him with it. And he ended up on the floor. And I felt so bad because first of all, he didn't like go in thinking he was going to get hurt. And she hurt him. But it was so funny. I'm like, you don't mess with these women. Like, we know what's up. We're going to like protect her.
That's me. It's like, the fight or flight. I didn't get the flight gene. Like, I'm a fight. Like, you scare me, I'm going to be swinging. And it scares me because I'm scared I'm going to hurt somebody when my adrenaline hits. So my husband knows, like, don't scare me.
Lucas did this to me once. And I mean, I did not hit my kid. We're just going to preface that. I don't even know what I was doing, but I was doing something and he like came down really quiet and he can be super, super quiet. And he just walked up behind me and he like stood so close behind me that I turned around and I like jumped 10 feet in the air and squeaked like a mad woman. And I mean, I didn't hit him because I was in my own home. So I figured it was my own kid, but still it scared me so bad. He does it to everybody. He does it to grandma. He does it to dad. Mm-mm. It's really hard to get Sean though. Really hard. I think the only one that has ever gotten Sean was Isaac.
Too funny.
Kids, I tell you.
Too funny.
Yeah. It was pretty good. It was really good. It was a really good night too. Like Halloween was a lot of fun. We were supposed to get rain that night and possibly snow, but neither one of those things happened. We didn't go out for very long though. It was still pretty cold. So it was probably an hour and then we shut it down, came home, watched a movie. I let the kids eat as many treats as they wanted to. And then they didn't have school the next day because here in the Catholic school system, they actually have a thing called Faith Day, which is November 1st. I think it's actually called All Saints Day. Mm-hmm. And they were off for the day. So it was really nice. We got to sleep in. It was fantastic.
Nice. That's nice. The town that I grew up in was just literally like, if you blink, you're going to miss it. Like it was just a very small town. So we would like walk our whole town and our goal was to try to hit every single house that we could. And then as we got older, we're like, I wonder if we can make it around twice. But it was so fun. Like we got like so much candy. It was the best.
I actually really love trick-or-treating in small areas. We were lucky enough a few years ago to take the kids to the lake property, and it's quite small. And honestly, we had to drive from house to house because it was really, really cold. And then just not all the houses were up and running because a lot of people um, only go for the summer and then they close down shop for the winter. But we did that. And honestly, the kids probably got way more candy going out there than they did anywhere else.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, we got chatty. You wanna show the
Yeah.
Winterscape beanie again? Sorry.
That's all right. We are doing for November's crochet along, we are doing a paid crochet along, but I have a sale on the pattern. We'll post the links for that for you if you choose to join us this month. And we're going to be doing the Winterscape beanie. So this pattern, oh, it's really hard to show things on here when you're backwards.
Yeah.
This pattern, you're going to use 2 colors if you would like, or if you want to use 3, 4, 1, whatever you choose to do. But I do it with 2 colors, and the pattern is actually written for 2 colors. We're going to be doing the Winterscape beanie. I will show a few more pictures of ones that I've done. It's like the perfect kickoff to, you know, winter. Where we can see it here. That's got a slight slouch to it. This one's a little bit tight on me just because the yarn I used, and I was naughty and I did not check gauge for this one, but it is a little bit snug on me, so it's more of a kid's. But yes, so it's slightly slouchy, and yeah, it's a slouchy hat this time.
It's so cute. Like, to me, like, I don't really like a slouchy hat, but it was just enough slouch. Like, I think it's really cute.
It is like it's got a little bit more slouch than this one does. Like, because like I said, I used Estelle worsted for this one, and it's a slightly thinner yarn, and so I should have sized up my hook sizes. But when I got working on it, I don't know. I've made so many of them, I didn't think to gauge swatch. So it is important to gauge swatch, guys. Like, don't do what I did. Gauge swatch.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you like a tighter fit hat or a less slouchy hat, you can go tighter. Like, you can have some fun with this one. I tend to go bright colors for all of my variegated Winterscapes, but I'm so loving how pretty the monochrome colorways worked out with this one. I can't wait to make another one like it.
So pretty. It really is.
I love it.
And if you don't gauge swatch, like, I don't gauge swatch, at least measure as you go. Like, that's something that I always do because I'm such a tight crocheter that I'm OCD and I measure as I go and, you know, can adjust the pattern like that. So
and actually why I like to design my hat patterns from bottom up. Because I find once you get your brim is I always do brim to measurement, because this way for each individual person, I tend to like my brims quite tight. So I always size down my brim from what my pattern is. But I always write my patterns based on what the general consensus is for sizing. But I like my brims quite tight. So you can do it to size. And then even after like the first 3 or 4 rounds of the pattern, I would try it on and see how you feel, how you like the fit, whether you want to go a little bit more snug, whether you want to go a little bit more loose. And then it's not like you're having to pull back the entire thing up until, you know, your increase rows, right? This way you can pull back those couple of rows and adjust as needed. I find that's just the easiest for me, and it's what I like to do because I find it gives you more freedom to size your own hats.
Yeah.
And what you want it to be rather than having to start all the way over.
That's how I am too. Unless I'm making for somebody else and then I have like a chart that I use. So yeah.
I always found it hard when I first hats. I was like, well, but what happens if they're like me and they like it tighter? Or what happens if they like it a lot looser? Or what? So then I just found I don't know. I can't remember what it is now, but like what the sizes were generally for hats. And I went with that and I've stuck to it and it seems to work. And all my patterns, you'll notice that I have 3 different adult sizes because we all have different size heads. Mine, I could fit a lot of child size hats if I really wanted to. But then my 11-year-old, almost 12-year-old fits adult size head hats as well. So I have at least 5 sizes. Yes, I have 5 sizes in all of my hat patterns, 3 different adult sizes, toddler and child for all of them.
Well, that's nice. I just have one.
Well,
A chart.
the chart works fine though, and people can still um, go through and adjust as needed. You give a lot of information to be able to do that, so it's fine. I'm just I'm just like an over
I love
information
it. Yeah,
person.
I love it though.
I try.
You do wonderful. I love your hat patterns. So
Oh, I have a lot of fun with them. I haven't designed really any this year though. I've one I think I've done this year. That's it.
yeah.
Maybe plans for the winter. We'll see.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, we hope that you will join in the fun. We are going to have some fun prizes for y'all to be announced because we're winging it. We know they're going to be great, but we haven't like set in stone what they are.
We're
So,
we're waiting for the inspiration to come to us.
yes. So, I will, after the live, I will post all the links and all the places so you can come join the fun. And let us know if you have any questions and pop in the group and show us pictures of your yarn once you figure out what yarn you're going to use, because that, for me, that's like the most fun part is knowing what yarn they're using and then watching as they work it up. So
Watching those progression photos of, when they start and during the process, and I love it. I love that part. That's my favorite part of the whole thing.
me too. It really, like, a designer's like favorite thing is knowing somebody's enjoying their pattern and then seeing pictures as they're either using it or finishing it. So yeah,
It's the best part.
it is. Okay, y'all. Well, we hope you have a wonderful weekend and we will be talking to y'all soon.
Bye.
Bye.